Well, today's a snow day, or should I say ice day. So I think what we're going to do is tackle a project that I've been purposely avoiding. This wall needs to be made removable. It's going to come back in the bus, it's not going to go away permanently, but I need to be able to take it out while I'm building. So we got to see what holds this thing together, how it's held in here, how I can go about getting it so that it can come back out. I'm not looking forward to it because it appears all through there. I'm drowning it out with the light. That is a low setting. Alright, even that's still... Alright, anyway. Riveted. So, hoping that we have some fasteners somewhere in it. Looks like back in there I see screws, which is a good thing. But I think first things first, we're going to tear whatever this is off and see what's back there. Get the light here. So this panel, I just started taking off with a screwdriver carefully. It just snaps over. We've got screws all through there and a bunch of them back there, some up the side. It looks like this whole big piece of aluminum will come out once we get all those out. I think that's stainless steel, actually. Even better, because those are steel screws. But we'll get this piece out, see if maybe it gives us any better hint of how the rest of this comes out. Apparently I lied. They come right out with an impact. Except it's magnetic and I need my other hand now. Got the inner panel off and really don't see anything new, except, that's my flashlight down here, under 70 something years of dirt and dust and all that stuff. I don't see anything back here where this panel, which is the outside panel, is tied in on this side. So I guess there's good and bad to that. I don't have to drill out rivets on this side, but I'm going to have to figure out where they are on the other side. They start over here, go down and around back there. So I'll go look at the front side and make sure that that's what it looks like over there. And if so, then I just need to figure out how it ties in up in here, which will probably take this top piece off. But figure that out real quick, and then at least have an idea of where I got to go forward to get this thing out of here without damaging it. More good news. So we've got screws going right down the side here. There's a seam. It comes up under there. Sorry, there's a lot of dust in here right now. I've got to figure out how to get these couple pieces off because those are going through into this, which I didn't realize. That's a plastic, not metal. Wouldn't have guessed that at first, but I've never really messed with it. So, keep digging and see what else I can find. I'm hoping this whole piece will just come off as one giant section and kind of lift up and back and slide off when we go to take it out of here. Least amount of work I have to do be the best. Alright, I don't remember where we were at last. Found out this is aluminum, it's just really thin, by the way. We've got that panel down and over, disconnected. Top piece is off. We removed the handle from over there with the screws that were holding it. There's a piece of plywood, or
it was insulation.
It was just insulation? It looked like wood.
It is. It's like a formed, like a hard asbestos or something.
Oh, tasty asbestos. That came out of the top here, and then right there at the bottom of that handle, you can see that there's a, right there, you can see there's a bolt head on it. So I'm going to try to reach in there now, get the end of that unthreaded, then hopefully we'll lift this handle off and get this top piece off. So I can do some more digging inside of here and see what all is in here. You want to turn it real quick so they can see what we're dealing with? So right there, we just got to get that broke loose. Okay. And there's the top half off.
All that shit down in there.
That's nasty. 70 years of stuff. Over 70. I can kind of see down through that grate, but not very well. More importantly, what I was worried about is I wanted to look at this front edge here. Make sure that this isn't tied in any way, which I don't see how it is. Alright, we just went through and I ground down the heads on all the rivets. Went around the floor on this side. So we're getting closer. There's a lot of screws on the other side, and I think I'm going to have to get rid of that little piece of tread plate right there. Not get rid of it, take it out. And all the screws in that appear to have no heads on them, or they're just completely rounded out. So I need to get that figured out. Then I really need to be outside with the door open for a little bit to get a bunch of screws out of the other side, and it's currently sleeting again, so I think we're going to call it there. I've only got like half a 1 DeWalt battery left right now, so I'm going to go throw some on the charger, and we'll hop back on this a little bit later. This wasn't a pressing project, I just had some time to kill right now, and we're running out of daylight, I'm running out of batteries, and it's cold, so I don't want to stand out there any longer. We'll mess with it more later, though. Hopefully another hour or two, we'll have this thing out of here. It's going to be nice to get it out, too. It's going to be nice to actually take it, clean it up, and get it painted to match the bus. So I'd love to have this painted the same color as the outside, since it's got this nice trim on it and stuff like that. And just give it a good cleaning and stuff. So, again, I have the world's best neighbors. I went to go to the hardware store yesterday when I took the dually down the hill. I called. The hardware store in town doesn't sell lumber, but there's a lumber yard in town that does. They were closed yesterday because of the weather. They couldn't get to it. The roads were too bad. So, today, as you can hear, it's sleeting again and about to change to snow. I figured I'm going to be stuck till Friday, and that puts me at a week with no building materials to finish out the bus. My neighbor went into town and they called and they're like, hey, I'm by the hardware or the lumber yard, do you need anything? I'm like, if you can give me 5 2x4s, that'd be amazing. Which there's another one down there in my wood pile. I didn't split that. We ripped these 4 down, but that was awesome. They went and picked them up for me. I went over to their house, picked them up from them. Now I can get back to trying to get the wall done on this side of the bus to see if we can get the whole wall finished out. I'm not gonna mess with it right this minute. I'm going to do a couple other things real quick that I got to mess with, and then a little bit later today we'll hop on that and try to get this wall insulated, all the electrical ran, and just in general get it finished up. That'd be really nice. Well, there we go. Got it moved inside the bus. Need to move some materials out of the way so I have access to that wall. But then probably get rid of a couple sheets of insulation, get rid of a couple sheets of plywood to finish that wall up. Good portion of this will go into there, and whatever doesn't, probably start working forward down this wall, but I really don't know how far I can get because it's not going behind my kitchen cabinet, so I really need to get kitchen cabinets in here before I can do that. But we are still going to be working on getting rid of this wall temporarily through the build. It's going to have to happen. We might be able to get my kitchen cabinets in, but there's no way we're going to be able to get my refrigerator and my couch and stuff in. But the rest of this job, I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff all down this end of it, which I really just need to have the door open for a while, and it's below freezing, so I'm not going to sit with the door open for a while messing with that. I'll wait till we get some nicer weather. I think like Monday, Tuesday, it's supposed to be in the 50s, so I'll probably finish the progress of getting this removed, or at least get it to the point where it can pick up and walk away with it. Probably leave it sitting there, because I really do like having it here, and it's nice having a shelf right when you walk in the door. But it'll be a project for later. We'll continue it. It's going to have to come out at some point, because there's no way my couch is fitting in here without taking this wall temporarily out. Got the first one up along the top. Got one coming down right there to meet up to the end of that wall. The thing that sucks is right there. There's a vent sticking through the wall that is currently sealing a hole in the side of the bus. So I'll need to fix that up. But for right now, I'll probably just run my second board right over to it, or close to it. Might just split it up to this one. I gotta get this wire ran. And right now I've got 2 wires going down into the bay right there. But it's not going to stay that way when the wall gets done. One of these wires is from the other side of my bus right now, because I have not drilled the hole to put utilities through for the passenger side. So I'm not going to get that sealed up quite yet. I think I'm going to change the location of where it goes through. I think I'm going to move it back further so that way I don't have to pass through a bulkhead. But the reason that went there is there was existing access down there. So I need to get that stuff moved around. That's not a big deal to do. But I need to keep getting this thing framed up real quick. I'd like to get it framed completely. Maybe start insulating a bunch of it. I don't know that I'm going to finish it right now. But I'd like to get it really close. That'd be nice. Alright, well we got it kind of framed in. I got this section started with the insulation. I need to do the floor section still. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'm going to move a bunch of materials back against the wall here. Clear out this area, and I'm going to keep insulating and building the wall out going forward then. I don't want to go more this way because I need to reroute a bunch of that wiring through its new hole that's going to be going through the floor. And I'm not in the mood to do that right now because I have to change quite a bit of stuff to do that. So that'll come a little bit later. For right now though, I'll move all my materials back against the wall and we'll just keep insulating that way. Okay, so went ahead, got our pieces cut and put in the middle of this one because if you remember before that we didn't have any of this in here. So I got that cut up out of another board. Now we'll get some foam cut, sat in there. And we'll probably call it there because it's starting to get dark out here. By the time I get that stuff cut, I'll probably need to get work lights set up here. And I don't know that I'm going to mess with that tonight. I'm just happy I got 2x4s and we're able to, get a little bit of progress made. But we'll see. Alright, so we got it pretty much insulated. I didn't do the last section up there because there will be a joint up there. Because 8 foot is right there. So then I've got that much back, so there'll be a joint up there. So I'm going to wait and do that until I get the boards up there. And we'll mess with that a little bit later. I could try to measure 8 foot and make sure it lines up, but just to make sure that it's not off-centered or anything like that, I'm just going to wait until I get the next piece up, and then I'll mark it, go put the board up in there, and we'll insulate what's left. Still got to do the bottom sections, but I got to wait till I run electrical on the back side, get all the bottoms in, go ahead and insulate it real quick. And then, other than doing some subfloor up front, this side's pretty much done with the half wall for right now, until I'm ready to start doing trim work and finish up. But that's going to be quite a while. Once that's done, though, probably shift over and start doing the ceiling on this side of the bus, carry the ceiling all the way up. And I need to figure out how I'm going to finish out all this here, which is the exposed part of the shelving. I'm going to want to do something to finish that out. I don't want any sharp, jagged edges. I don't want it to look like, obviously it's just been cut with a saw. So I need to figure out how to get that to be a little bit cleaner, more organized looking. But it'll all be later. Seems like every time I start a project, I see 3 more that I got to get going on this, but we're at least making progress. Hoping to have this wall in by the end of the week. And then next week, I'd really like it if we can start getting some of the stuff done for the wall that divides the bathroom and the kitchen, and maybe start getting kitchen cabinets in. We'll see.